Check, 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 check. Don't need this anymore. We still need this eventually. Oh, hello. Welcome once again to Stuff and Things, where I like to talk about stuff and occasionally even things. I'm your good friend Bradley, and today is a very pleasant Sunday Stuff and Things. And on this pleasant Sunday Stuff and Things, we have stuff and things to talk about, including upcoming videos, things that you can look forward to on Stuff and Things and working. We will talk about a topic that gets brought up by new pipe people on a fairly regular basis. I get messages about this, basically about not being able to taste what you think you should be tasting when you start out in the pipe hobby. So we're going to get to that. And then we have some boxes. We got this one. We got this one. And then we've got a big old one right here that we're going to be opening. And of course, we will do your questions, comments, and feedback in hashtag askstuffandthings. So let's get into it. All right, gang. So what can you look forward to on Stuff and Things and working? A lot. This desk is strewn with things that I've been working on here. So first up, we will have our revisited episode for GLP's Stratford. Now, bear in mind that when I recorded this episode, I was under the mistaken impression that I had picked Fillmore by GLP's as my replacement for Elizabethan way back in 2017 or 18, whenever that was, when I was looking for a replacement. And then I was reminded by a viewer and then went back and checked myself that no, in fact, it was Stratford that I had picked as my replacement for Elizabethan. But I haven't really had it since back then when I was using it as a replacement for Elizabethan. So the revisited still stands. And I put a little block of text at the beginning to remind, well, not to remind me, to tell you that I had made a mistake when mentioning that Fillmore was the blend that I had used instead of Stratford. Anyway, check out the Revisited. It's interesting. It's a blend I've had a lot, but haven't had in a long time. And so I think it's interesting to see that Revisited episode. After that, I got a very cool present for Diamond from my birthday recently. I'm going to show it to you now. Hey, it is this beautiful little film camera. This is a Nikon FE from 1978, and it is just a really cool SLR. And I was thrilled to get this for my birthday. I have put one roll of film through it so far. I haven't shot film since college, a very long time ago. And so I'm really looking forward to putting this through its paces. But I did a video, just kind of a show and tell video about this really cool classic Nikon camera. So that will be coming out soon as well. Be sure to check that out. Such a cool, beautiful camera. And then there will be a first impressions video of this Capstan Gold Navy Flake, which is kind of weird because I could have sworn I had done this, but I searched through all my videos and I have not ever done this blend. I don't think I've ever actually even had it. I've obviously had Capstan Blue on multiple occasions, but yeah, this is a big oversight on my part. So Capstan Gold will be coming up soon as well. Then in working, no new working episode this week, but last week I posted the episode where we poured the giant foundation. You should definitely check that out. If you want to see me walking on top of a wall that is this high and 11 feet high in the air while holding a giant hose full of concrete, leaping around there like a frog, check that video out. It's interesting. I think it's worth watching. But there are so many more things that I'm going to be putting on this channel. I wish I had just like weeks in a row where I could just record all these videos, all these things that I want to do, but you know, I'm just getting to them as I can. So there will never be a lack of content on these channels. Next, we had a little question. I don't want to say little, I don't want to demean the question. This was a question from @CelticMagic. And they are asking a question that has been asked many times in various ways. Let me just read what they have to say here. I'm relatively new to pipe essing. The issue I'm struggling with is that I'm trying to enjoy essing my P as much as I imagined it in my mind. But in actuality, all I'm getting is the taste of S. I prefer lighter, sweeter teas, such as Virginia's. I get some sweetness on my lips, but I'm not getting all those notes others describe on my tongue. My question, is it possible that there are some body chemistries that are incapable of tasting the T's as its est? Or do I need to let my tongue get past and used to that initial taste of S before it can start to detect the other flavors? I welcome feedback from other fellow pipers that only tasted S at first. Do you still only taste S, or have you begun to experience the flavors of the T? I really love the ritual of P-essing and the aromas of fresh tea. P-essing is really relaxing for me, but I can't justify it if I'm not able to enjoy the tea as much as I should. All those S's and T's were added by me because I find it amusing. I get this question a lot. A lot of people say, I tried P-essing for the very first time, or I've been trying it for a week or two, for a couple months, and all I taste is smoke. What's going on? Why am I not tasting, the bread, the yeast, the fruit, the spice, the incense, all these things that we talk about when we are discussing pipe blends? Well, it's smoke. I hate to break it to you, and I'm not trying to be facetious. Well, I am kind of being facetious. It is smoke. Think about the first time you ever had coffee. Now, some people didn't have coffee until they were adults. Some people started drinking coffee when they were little kids, which I find odd. I didn't really start drinking coffee until probably I was in my 20s. I just never bothered having it before. And I didn't really like it when I first had it. If you think about it, let me take a little swig here. It's bitter. It's weird. It doesn't really taste good initially if you've never had it before. Now, I've gotten to the point where I'm kind of snobby about coffee. I have my certain blend. I grind whole beans. I use a French press. I like my coffee a certain way, and I can definitely taste the coffee, and I can taste the nuances in the coffee. But it didn't start out like that. When I first tried coffee, it was just bitter, dirty water, and I didn't really like it very much. But for some reason, and I don't know why, I guess it's just because of social conditioning, I persevered with the coffee. I used to put in lots of cream and sugar, and as I got more used to coffee and developed a taste for coffee, I started using less cream and less sugar, and now I don't really put anything in there, just a drop, a hint of cream, a hint of sugar, and I really enjoy the flavor of coffee. I really do not enjoy when I have coffees that I don't think are very good. If it's a roast that has just been burnt, basically, kind of like the Starbucks thing, which, I mean, I can still tolerate Starbucks, it's fine, but I do appreciate more of a medium roast. I prefer certain qualities in my coffee. I didn't taste that at first. Now, with pipes, it's similar. You are puffing on a burning piece of leaf. It's going to taste like smoke, but there are other nuances in there. There are other flavors, and as you become used to it, as you develop a taste for it, you will start tasting those flavors. But that doesn't mean that you should pursue it if you don't like it. If you feel as though you really want to pursue it and you've been doing it for weeks or months and you're still only tasting smoke, maybe it's not for you. But I do think if you persevere, you will eventually develop a taste for it, and you will eventually be able to taste those nuances and those different flavors that we're talking about. I know that there's differences physiologically between people. Maybe some people aren't going to taste all those things. Maybe some of those things that some people are tasting are more psychosomatic. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But I do know that for me, when I first started, I started on aromatics. I could definitely taste those. I could also definitely taste smoke, but I could taste the flavors that those aromatics were supposedly based on because they were so strongly flavored. And it wasn't until I switched to, I think I've told this before, but it was Orlik Golden Slice was my first non-aromatic. And when I had that, I think maybe because I'd been primed with all those aromatics at first, and I was primed to taste flavors other than the smoke. Then when I tried, and I didn't like those at all, I was like, I don't think I even want to do this anymore, but I tried Orlik Golden Sliced, and by that point, I was able to pick out other flavors other than just the burning smoke, because that is what it is. it is smoke. Well, I guess the smoke's not burning. The smoke is a byproduct of the burning. So I'm sure other people will give you some advice in the comment section as well. But yeah, you're tasting smoke because it is smoke. You may develop a taste for it eventually, just like you may have with coffee when you were young. You may not. It may not be for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. In the comments below, comment, please, if any of you have some advice for our good friend at Celtic Magic. All right, gang, but now it is time to open some boxes. I periodically check out my P.O. box to see what we have inside. And this last week, we had 3 different packages. We have, the first one is from teapipes.com, so I think I'll open that one first. I'm assuming it's just an interesting blend for me to check out. So let's see what we've got here. Check my time here and my battery. I think we're going to be doing all right. Inside the box, we have a tin of something. And there is a note. Ooh. I have heard of this. Ah, okay. This is Pipe Force, Episode 1. Look at that handsome character. I am excited about this. This is really interesting. Okay, let me read the note they got. We have Pipe Force, Episode 1, Sutliff Signature Series, Episode 1. Release date is 2/13/2024. Okay, so we have a few days before it releases. MSRP $18.78. The Latakia Forward English mixture offers plenty of smoky flavor from the fire-cured leaf, which is artfully harmonized with floral, earthy, stoved rustica. Oh, another rustica blend. A mixture of high-grade Virginias imparts a natural sweetness. Catarini, the sole oriental component, offers herb and spice notes, bringing complexity and nuance to the flavor profile. Stoved or Cavendished teas are often thought of as the vehicle for top flavoring. Though this is certainly a fine attribute, the wonderful characteristics imparted from the stoving process can easily be overlooked. Pipe Force illustrates just that, with the stoving of 2 varietals for the first time, Rustica and Catarina. So stoved Rustica and Catarina with some Latakia. Very, very interesting. I am very excited to try this out, and we will be doing that soon on the channel. Thank you, teapipes.com. Was it from them or was it from Sutliff? It was from Teapipes, but I think anything I get from Sutliff is from them. Okay, very cool. Next, we have a package from Dan Gerbers from Minnesota. Let's see what we've got in here. Or no, that's not Minnesota. That's Michigan. Ugh. We have a note. Okay, Bradley, sending over a couple of blends to put in the queue for future reviews. Hope all is well on your side of the country, and as always, thanks for the great content. Dan. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that very much. Let's see what we've got here. We have got, aha, look at that. Rattray's Marlin Flake. Many people, when they saw my review for Rattray's Red Rapperie, asked me to do Marlin Flake, and now I can, thanks to Dan. Thank you so much, Dan. That's very cool. And we also got some Robert McConnell Scottish Flake. Thank you very much, Dan. I hope you do know, though, that I have done Scottish Flake before. In fact, that was one of the blends that I grabbed out of my my big cellar tote thing. And I was like, Scottish Flake, have I done a revisited on this yet? I don't think I've done a revisited, but I have definitely done a first impressions and a review. But much appreciated as well, especially for the Marlin Flake, because so many people want me to do this blend. So very cool. And it's a nice big old tin, too. So if I like it, I'll have a lot of it. Excellent. All right, but we still have one big box. I want to put my little lizard man back on the desk here. Let's see if I can get this up here. This is a big one. This is from Dan, or no, it's not from Dan. It's from D. Oh, there's a last name. Oh, and this person actually wrote me, and they just wanted me to refer to them by their initials, which are DP. So here we go. We're going to open this up. Thank you, DP. This is well taped. It's heavy. It seems like there's a lot going on in here. I don't think I'm going to have room in my big tote box anymore, but we'll see what we can do. Oh boy. Oh, we do have a note. Put that to the side. Take some of these packing bags and stab them. Make them more compact. Oh, are there 2 notes? You can't see what I'm seeing right now, but it looks like there's yet another note. Is this a note? And there's also this with beautiful handwriting. Bradley, Stuff and Things. Here we go. Hi, Bradley. Sealed this box and forgot to include my email address. Please send me an email when you receive this box, and if you decide to put this box on, blah, 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 let me know if you're going to open it. Okay, so you'll see this, Mr. P, and we've already communicated via email. So, we're good. We do have a letter here. Let me open this up. I don't know if it's going to reveal all the different blends that are going to be in this box. I can already see some of them. Why can't I get in here? I don't want to cut the actual letter. Here we go. Okay. It says, "Hello, Bradley. Just thought I would share some of my tea collection with you. I've been essing AP for about 45 years and have accumulated many different teas. I'm a big fan of your channel and first saw you in 2018 in a fountain pen video. Have continued to watch ever since then. I live on Whidbey Island." Very cool. A fellow Washingtonian. "And I am retired." I just ordered a camera strap from someone who lives on Whidbey Island, by the way. "Retired U.S. Navy and law enforcement." Very cool. "I hope you enjoy these teas. I know you're not a big aromatic esser, but you can pass them on to others who might enjoy them. There are a few surprises in this box that I know you will enjoy. Thank you kindly for sharing your ideas. Maybe some more fountain pen videos, please. I'm a lover of fountain pens and a person who loves to journal on good, fine paper. Many thanks, DP." Thank you very much, DP. That is very cool. Much appreciated. And there are some very interesting blends in here, I can already tell. So here we go. How much time we got here? We're doing good. We have, first of all, a very big tin of McFadin Dark Twist. A blend I have never had, but I have heard about in the past. It's a roll cake and interesting stuff. Let me put this knife away so I don't skewer myself accidentally. Make some room on the desk. So, very cool. McFadin Dark Twist. We have HH Pure Virginia, a lovely blend. Oh, and it's cool. It's from 2021, you can see there. Excellent. So it looks like a lot of McFadin blends in here. We have yet another HH Pure Virginia. Very cool. From 2021. We have a blend of, yes, excellent. Peterson Irish Flake. One of my staple favorites. Excellent. Now what is this? Okay. Kendall Black Cherry. Gawith Hogarth. Interesting. So this is interesting. This is one I might want to do because I've had the drugstore cherry blend, the Captain Black Cherry, but what would a blend from a very reputable, very good blender taste like that is also flavored with cherry? We might have to try this out. Very cool. We have another cult blend, Cult Conspiracy. I don't know about this one. Cult Conspiracy. We've done Blood Red Moon. I'm assuming this is an aromatic as well. Bipido, sweet, smoky, aromatic. Blah, blah, blah. Virginia's Black Cavendish Burley and a hint of something else. What is that other thing? I don't know. We've also got a, ooh, nice, light flake. I have never had Dunhill light flake, and this is an actual Dunhill light flake tin. That is really cool. Very cool. Thank you very much, DP. What is this? Rattray's Exotic Passion. Look at that. Artist collection. This is... Exotic is a colorful blend of teas comprising golden yellow Virginias, nutty burley, and black Cavendish. Scent of fresh, juicy, and sweet orange. Okay, so maybe a citrus topping, enhanced by a duet of perfectly ripe mango and passion fruit, combined with a hint of maple syrup. A well-balanced harmony is experienced. It sounds good. You know, I don't love aromatics, as you mentioned, but some of these are sounding very interesting. I might have to try them out. Wow, we have 2 tins of Rattray's Exotic Passion. How is this actually? Oh, it looks like this one got dented in the box. Okay, so it's wrapped in plastic on the inside. This is really interesting. Very interested in trying that out. Well, look at this. Howl of the Wind, another Rattray's. I have had this. I haven't reviewed this. I think Old Gowrie was the only Rattray's blend I had done previously, before I did Red Rapparee. And then we have Dark Fragrant. This is really cool. It's really cool that I'm getting these Rattray's blends to try out. What is this? This is LJ Peretti Company Inc. Thanksgiving Day Blend. Tea, the dark. Oh, no, that's part of it. It says... It looked like it was part of the title, but it's not. It's just the description. This is from 2021 as well. We've got these big bricks of Thanksgiving Day by LJ Peretti. I want to see if this is an aromatic as well. Distinctive flavor, mellow, super aroma, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think it is. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you so much, DP. This is amazing. Oh, look at this. What the hell? This is crazy. We have a pound of McFadin Navy Flake. It's crazy. I can't understand this. Like, people are so nice. It's just crazy. Okay, and then we have, ooh, King Cake. I've never had this. Cornell and Deal. King Cake. So many cool blends that I've never had that I can try. Show you on the channel. We have Davidoff Flake Medallions. I swear I've had this. I can't remember if I've actually reviewed this. I've done too many reviews on the channel. Very cool. Oh, and then Peterson's Sweet Killarney. This is a blend that people have asked me to do, and I have not done it yet. Interesting. I don't think I have. And look at this. This is crazy, gang. We have a giant bag of Esoterica Brighton. I mean, come on. I cannot believe, I'm going to have to put some of this aside. I can't believe how generous you guys are. I'm going to run out of space. I don't know what to do with all this, but this is content. These are amazing blends that I can highlight on the channel, and it's really cool. Thank you so much, DP. Thank you to our good friend Dan as well. I thought, yeah, another D. And thank you to everyone else in the past who have sent blends in. It's just amazing. I don't know what to say. All right, gang, but now it is time for hashtag #AskStuffandThings. Remember, if you have a question for me and you would like it answered on the Sunday Stuff and Things, tweet or X or whatever the heck you call it now at what is it now? At @StuffandThingsBradley, Bradley, or no, at SAT Bradley. I'm forgetting all of this. You could also leave me questions via Patreon. If you're a Patreon supporter, go right to the front of the line. You can hit that super thanks button under this video and go right to the front of the line, or you can leave me questions, comments, and feedback in the comment section of my YouTube videos. We're already up over 25 minutes here, so I've got to hurry because my camera will shut off when it hits 30 minutes. First, we have a question from @Skurum Metacalis Obscurum Metacalis. Bradley, I'm curious if you've ever had any experience with Morta wood pipes. On a side note, I'd love to see more sartorial timeless style videos. They are just fantastic. Any plans of making more of those? Never had a Morta wood pipe. Interested? I will definitely be doing more timeless style videos. I have several things in mind. I will definitely be doing one on the engineer boots that I get from Nix when I eventually get those. But more. Plenty of more things that I want to do in timeless style. Next, from @dang1106. This is feedback from last week's Sunday Stuff and Things. Photography is always a good subject. I highly recommend the Fujifilm X100 series for street photography, etc. I think it would match your style of photography too. In my opinion, the X100V is overrated unless the extra money isn't a problem. The most film-like feel and exposure dials. The entire camera is metal too, but still light. If you go that route, I sell cameras used. I can get you one at my cost if interested. I might be interested, Dang, and I think I answered your comment and said, from what I understand, Fujifilm is going to be announcing new cameras in 2020, or in February, on February 20th, so I'm assuming maybe those older cameras are going to go down in price, so we'll see. I do have my cool new film camera, but I do want to get like a smaller kind of everyday digital camera as well, so I can just always have a camera on me and not be spending a bunch of money on film all the time, and development and processing, all that stuff, because my Canon that I'm using to film this is amazing, but it's gigantic. Anyway, next, from @Pupiper, 9063. I think you were too driven by the Elizabethan comparisons at the time. Now you can judge Stratford on its own merits. Fillmore is a broken flake, so I thought you chose Stratford as your replacement, but the memory ain't what it used to be. And you are correct. Fillmore is a broken flake, so that is why I didn't pick it originally in my Replacing Elizabethan series, and that's why I went for Stratford, which is a ribbon cut. Next, @RBenning242, Bradley, the first video I ever saw of yours, you said yours, I said use, before I was a subscriber was on handwriting. I subscribed once I started PSing. Personally, I would love to see content from your perspective on photography, and you will be seeing some of that coming up. @Tommy Hale, I'd definitely like to see a video on guitar setup. Also, a yes from me on photography videos. Duly noted. We have some feedback from the video I posted on ordering custom Nix boots. This is from @Ryan McFadin, a very good friend, a wonderful guy. Congrats on the new pair of boots. Great choices on the specs too. I love the look of a worked-in soft toe. Something about the way the leather collapses and creases. The V-bar is a good choice too for the soles. I've got a pair of the Robert boots spec'd in a similar way. And that's good to hear. I definitely respect your opinions on boots. @Celtic Magic, once again. Beautiful boots! I wish I had the money to get a pair. I'm actually in the market for some boots. Tired of the glue on the soles of my regular shoes always giving out. And decided to get some boots instead. Looking forward to the unboxing video. Yeah, if you're willing to spend a lot of money on these Pacific Northwest boots, they will last you a very long time. Probably the rest of your life if you take care of them. Next, @Zigmeister67. I bought a pair of Wolverine boots in high school. This is when they weren't a Walmart boot. This was in 1984. They lasted until 2012. That's some good use. I used them in construction, outdoor painting, and hunting. I finally was through with them after duct tape couldn't hold them together. Yeah, I think you got your money's worth on that. That's pretty good. And then finally, @JohnRobinson8549, I've got like 30 seconds. This is an excellent subject for your channel. I know you'll give a proper review when you get them too. Many reviews show the unboxing or show the features, but they don't give a good review of the boot's quality and comfort over time. Thank you, @JohnRobinson. I will definitely try to do a good review, and I will do a long-term review. I'm going to take a quick break and come back for the Patreon shoutouts. Okay, and now it's time for the very best part of the show, and that is where we thank our Patreon supporters. Remember, if you would like to support the channels on Patreon, there is a link in the description box below, and it is much appreciated. It helps pay for the fancy camera that is filming this video, the lights that are shining upon me, products for review. We've got a drive going to get $105 subs on Patreon, and with your help, we'll get there. But every week we like to shout out those who support the channels at $25 or more a month. People like Glenn Dunnington, Jason Buckner, David Gaudreau, Ryan McFadin, Arcturus, Ashes of the Phoenix, and Jonathon Proctor. And of course, the crazy people, the maniacs who support the channels at $100 a month, people like Bob Magee. And we will never forget our dearly departed friend and Hall of Fame member, Peter Straub. Gang, Once again, I cannot believe how generous you all are. Thank you so much, DP and Dan. And thank you, Pease, for sending me that really cool blend as well to check out. Please stay tuned for the video on GLP Stratford Revisited. Then my new beautiful film camera, a gift from Diamond for my birthday. I'm so excited. I love this thing so much. I've just been wearing it around my neck and just playing with it forever. Shot one roll of film, but anyway, watch out for that video. And then first impressions for Capstan Gold coming up soon as well. And then Working, if you haven't watched Working episode 21 where we poured the giant foundation, please do so, but lots more coming up on that channel as well. And until next time, until we meet again, I've been a good friend, Bradley. You've been the audience. This has been Stuff and Things on a very pleasant Sunday Stuff and Things. I'll see you later. That's a long one.